Huge! The Saudis were prevented by Obama in helping America fight ISIS. You may be familiar with many reports over the last 12 months that whilst migrants flood Europe, Saudi Arabia has 100,000 air-conditioned tents standing empty for most of the year. Furthermore, the reason why these tents stand empty is because the Saudis have been unwilling to lift a finger to accommodate any of these so-called refugees. The implication being that the Saudis were only interested in themselves. In addition, they prefer that Americans go out and fight and die for the Saudi agenda, while they themselves never have to have any intention to lift a finger to help out. Well, what we've discovered today is a slightly different take on the story after the Saudi prince met with President Trump. Roll the video.
President Trump, as you heard in John's piece, hosted a meeting with one of our strongest allies in the Middle East today. The president met with Saudi Arabia's Deputy Crown Prince at the White House. Joining me now to talk about today's meeting is Prince Faisal bin Farhan Al Saud, an advisor to the Deputy Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia and a member of the royal family. Your Highness, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I know you weren't in the meeting today, but you've talked about it and heard about it. What can you tell us about the meeting between the Deputy Crown Prince and the President?
Well, Brett, as I understand, it went very well. I think they got along very well personally on a personal level and discussed many important issues, and I think they found agreement on most of those. Prince Mohammed was very keen to come meet President Trump as early as possible to re-emphasize the importance of the relationship between the two countries and to reinvigorate the strategic long-standing partnership that we've had. We've been partners and allies for 50 years. We've worked very well together. Saudi Arabia has been a stable and reliable partner for the United States for that time, and I think Prince Mohammed was keen to make sure that we can move into the 21st century together in a very positive and mutually beneficial way.
As you know, candidate Trump did not shy away from saying what had to be done with Gulf states, especially paying their fair share for protection or going after ISIS, something he reiterated after getting elected. Here he was in December talking about it.
When I look at what's going on in Syria, it's so sad. It's so sad. And we've got to help people. And we have the Gulf states. They have nothing but money. We don't have money. We owe $20 trillion. I will get the Gulf states to give us lots of money, and we'll build and help build safe zones in Syria so people can have a chance.
So what about that? Safe zones in Syria and you all helping to pay the bill?
Yeah, well, Saudi Arabia has always been keen to play its role in the region and in partnership with the US, so I think we are more than ready to cooperate with the United States on countering ISIS in Syria, in Iraq, across the region, not just financially, but the Saudi government offered in the Obama administration's time to send its troops into Syria to fight ISIS. That was not met with enthusiasm by the Obama administration. I think that offer remains on the table, and I'm sure the Saudi government is more than ready to support the US in eradicating ISIS. But as I said, not just financially, but actually with its own troops and with its own people.
Interesting. So do you think that that plan is getting to fruition, that the Secretary of Defense has kind of worked on, the President talking about it, and is safe zones inside Syria a part of that?
I mean, I don't know if safe zones specifically were discussed today, but I know that Saudi Arabia is very keen that the fight against ISIS doesn't just involve eradicating it today, but making sure that the ground that helps it come to fruition in Syria and in Iraq doesn't exist in the future. So we have to make sure that the people in Syria and the people in Iraq that are liberated from ISIS can live peacefully, can live in harmony, and that I think involves in Syria specifically protecting them from the Syrian regime and from its Iranian allies.
If this Prince of advisor featured on Fox News is to be believed, and I must confess I am skeptical, this is actually huge news. According to the Prince's advisors, he states that the Saudi regime was actually willing to help America fight ISIS. They were willing to pay their fair share. But President Obama was unwilling. If you like this content and would like to hear more like it in the future, please press the subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to press the bell as well, or you won't be alerted when new content is uploaded. Furthermore, we at the Mono Lobby Network are not funded by either wealthy foundations or George Soros for his open society. We are self-financed and also subsist through donations. If you would like to support an independent media, please consider becoming a cherished Patreon contributor for a mere $1 per month. This is far less than your cable access that bundles fake news channels like CNN and MSNBC. And finally, please don't forget to share this video with as many patriots as possible. Thank you, and God bless the Republic and all the virtuous principles it stands for.